I take it the maw is dead. This day extracts a heavy toll. Still, he accomplished his mission. You may regret that. He brought you face to face with the master of the mystic arts. Where do you think he brought you? Let me guess. Your home? It was, and it was beautiful. Titan was like most planets. Too many mouths, not enough to go around. And when we faced extinction, I offered a solution. Genocide. But random. It's passionate, rich and poor alike. They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass. Congratulations, you're a prophet. I am a survivor. Wants to murder trillions. With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers and they would cease to exist. I call that mercy. And one. I finally rest. Watch the sunrise on a grateful universe. The hardest choices require the strongest wills. I think you'll find our will equal to yours. Our? Alright. I do that very often. I quote movies. I don't know how accurately, but I quote movies all the time. I thought it'd be worth making you listen to that because I'll fix this camera a little bit. Because this episode is just like last week. It's deja vu. Starting the same way, driving the same exact route. It's gonna look exactly the same. And I have almost no new news, really. So everything I'm gonna say is gonna sound exactly like last week. Like, well, let's spice up a little bit. Let's do an obnoxious movie quote. And then I guess I have a couple things to talk about, but not talk about, to mention, however you want to say that. So a fun, interesting, cute thing happened. That was not as fast as an acceleration as I was hoping for. So a few days ago, let's see what happened. I dropped my Jeep off to get some things fixed, little maintenance things. I think I mentioned that. Picked it up. It was not completed correctly. I was like, no, this stick is cold. So I gave the Jeep back, and I was like, it's raining. I need a vehicle. I need a car. Hey, speaking of a car, I do still technically own the GT350R. That's just been sitting on the showroom for over a month now. I'm still paying for it. If it's going to be sitting around and if I'm still paying for it, I may as well have it. I may as well be using it while it's sitting around. So I went and picked it up. I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to pick it up. It's my car. I can have it. So I picked up the car and I drove like over 200 miles around town in one day. It was very sunny. Oh, it was like 66. I had such a good day. The only thing that sucked was that the sides of my butt cheeks were sore because it kind of cradles you, and I was like driving really crazy. Not crazy, but oh my gosh, what a fun freaking day. So anyway, I kind of technically have the car back because I never sold it. I was trying to sell it, and as it stands, well, I put a little Instagram post. I said I never wanted to sell it. I just don't want to pay for it. So if I don't want to pay for it, I have to sell it. So ideally, I should sell it. If the opportunity presented itself, I'd probably sell it. But the opportunity has not. So, my current plan is, even though I don't want to pay for it, I'm going to keep paying for it and just own the car until if ever I get a chance to sell it privately, then I probably will. So, it's kind of wishy-washy, but as a default, the car is mine. So, you know, I'm not complaining. I mean, it was so fun driving around all day. I drove it and I was like, you know what? This almost makes paying for it worth it. Almost. I don't need the car. It's very fun to be on motorcycles and the Jeep does everything I need, but I mean, shoot, it's fun and it can be really convenient for a couple reasons. One is, if ever the Jeep is in the shop, and let's face it, it often is, it's very nice to have a secondary car, not motorcycle, so that like if it rains or something, I have a vehicle to take. That's nice. And two, the gas mileage is way better. Obviously, it's nice to have more options. The gas mileage on the Jeep is like 6. Some of you will laugh. Some of you are like, yeah, that's about right. And it is about right. It's a freaking huge brick that's lifted off the ground with huge tires and a huge engine. So, of course, the gas mileage is bad. So, the car, though, it's like 20, which I guess to some of you, that's bad. Is that a Hellcat Charger? I can't see. It's covering the badge. I was trying to listen to it. I don't think it is a Hellcat. It's hard to tell because just an engine isn't enough. Each car, like the Challenger, the Charger, or even my Jeep for that matter, can have different pipes or exhausts. It's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure that was not a Hellcat. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Right, that's what I was saying. Okay, so the car's gas mileage is 20, which to me is good, but to a lot of you that's probably really bad. But that's the best gas mileage out of like all my vehicles. I think actually my Duke is 20, maybe it's 25. I think it's 20, but my gas mileage on my vehicles are bad. Anyway, so that's nice. So if I want to go on a trip, which I will be going on trips here, that's one more option that I'll have. It will cost less than half the price in gas because of math. Do you hear that? I knew it was coming, but I still do it. So this bike can't bank left as far as it can bank right because the kickstand will make contact with the ground, and that's amplified if I hit like a bump. I think one of these turns has a little bump. If you get a little airborne, you like you'll hit it. So that was scary at first, but now I'm really used to it. I think I'll hit the kickstand here. I think. Let's listen here. Oh, I'll definitely hit it. I touched it. You didn't hear it, but I touched it. I touched it. Ooh. It's like they're loading motorcycles. Or wait, I think I load motorcycles in the truck. I think it's a Gixxer because my brother used to have one. Anyway, so two more things come to mind. None of them are particularly amazing, but they're things in my life. So next is trips. I'm pretty sure I mentioned I'm going to be traveling a lot soon. I right now have 5 trips planned for the next 2 months. There could be more. Actually, there could be less too, but right now it's currently 5. Why is that important? It's not. In fact, none of them really have anything to do with you, except for, I gotta go through them in my head. Let's see, that one, that one. One of them, I don't even remember what it was. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, okay, so one of them, I'm going on a birthday vacation. I'm taking my Jeep to Florida. Be very fun. I guess I could informally invite you. I think, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's called Jeep Beach, and it's in Florida at Daytona, late April, and I'm going to be there finally. I don't want to talk about that much more. I'll talk about it closer when I get to it. 2 more trips are mid-April or mid-May. Sorry, I said mid-April. Damn it! I could have totally flown past it, but I decided to be a good little piggy. One of them is mid-May, and that one is going to be me riding over along the East Coast for a BDR trip. And then there's going to be late May. The one I do really want you to go to is in Texas. So I'm trying to remember all this stuff from Remembery. We're going for it. We're doing it live! End of May, I'm going to be in Texas for Get On Moto Fest. And I have a link in my description so you can click on that and see the event and get tickets if you want, because I'll be there. There'll be a Motovlogger Day, demo rides, food, all that stuff. That's like a big event that I want you to go to. All right. I'm kind of going to miss riding to the gym in the cold, because I go to the gym, I'm like freaking cold because it's pretty cold out, but by the time I leave the gym I'm really warm, and then I go back out in the cold and I feel good. It's like hot and cold. Okay, also, I remember last week I forgot this. I have not forgotten it since, and now you aren't gonna miss it. I'm gonna take you on that bump. We're gonna try to hit this at 70 because that's how you're supposed to do it. I did it on the Super Duke and I did it in the car, but on this bike it's the most fun. Woo! Knocks you up out of your seat. So if I have any trips with meetups or mini meets, I of course will let you know as soon as I do, and the soonest that you will know is if you follow me on Instagram or watch my Instagram post. So if you want to be up to date on my little happenings, Instagram's the way to go. Otherwise, of course, I'll mention on Finally Friday, just that news might get to you late if you don't follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is linked below if you want to do that. One other thing, it's just kind of a happy little rant. A lot of you know, I guess I'm trying to share something nice that happened to me. I have a piano, which I obviously really like, and I'm trying to make up some songs. I'm trying to work on something specific, and every once in a while, you know, the more I grind away at it, eventually I'll come across like, it's like you're trying to scratch an itch and you can't reach it, and then one day you reach it. It's like, finally. That's what it's like making up stuff in the piano for me. And then some days I'll be scratching around and then I'll go, I didn't realize that feels so good, and then I'll make something up. So lately I've been on a little bit of a creative streak. It's been fun. I think you'd only know about the piano if you follow me on Instagram. I think when I do lives on Instagram, it's just me playing. So if that's something that interests you, that's where to go do it. And the moral of the story is that I've been having a good time with it, and the rainy, cloudy weather makes a really good stay-at-home piano playing feel. Also, a guy is coming over to tune my piano today. That's kind of like I don't know, how would I equate that? It's like, I'm gonna get my motorcycle tuned. It's gonna get a tune, chains gonna get tightened and lubed, and the air's gonna get filled. It's gonna get like nice. So that's what's gonna happen to my piano today, so I'm excited for that. Well, I quit forever, and by forever I mean for today. So yep, sorry that this was basically a rerun of last week. It's the same same route, same weather, and same everything, minus I guess I try to switch up the stories, but everything I said last week still applies. I'm still here. Alrighty, I will see you suckers. Bye.